Hello guys and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you are new, please subscribe and welcome to the family. So my name is Josephine Bongani and I make beauty fashion videos. If you have just stumbled across my video and this is the first time you've ever found my YouTube channel, then please do subscribe. So yeah, if you're new, please subscribe and join my little YouTube family. And yeah, like, comment, share this video to your friends and family. Today I am coming to you guys with will I buy it anti-haul kind of video. So the anti-haul videos were created by Kimberly Clark, and I think will I buy it videos were created by a woman called Samantha March. I'm not quite sure. They're everywhere. Everybody does that. Everybody does these videos now, so yeah, thought I'd just come on here and tell you guys the stuff that I love watching. I'm obsessed with watching these videos because, like most people, my channel is really small, so I do not get any PR free products. I've never ever been sent anything, so everything that I buy comes from me, and obviously YouTube is not my job. YouTube is just simply a hobby that I like to do, so I can't afford to keep buying makeup all the time. The first thing that I will be talking about is the new Huda Beauty Nude palette. Okay, and I will insert a picture whenever I'm talking about a certain product. So this is the Huda Beauty Nude palette. Okay, I only have one Huda Beauty palette and it's the Desert Dusk. I've never been interested in the Rose Gold palette, the revamped version, the original. So the Nude palette, it's like, so the colours on here are colours that we've obviously seen. There's nothing new here. The swatches of the palette are quite confusing because, right, so there's a lot of mattes, which I love, but then there's really chunky shimmers, but then when they're swatched they look really smooth. So, and also the swatches I just don't get. They're very perfect, they look animated. I need to see some like real swatches. To be honest, I probably would not pick, I probably won't be picking up this eyeshadow palette. The colours are warm, but they're kind of like purpley, pinky shades. The shades are beautiful, but the swatches, definitely need to see more swatches, and especially on darker skinned people. I think this is launching, let's have a look. Launching on the 1st of November to all stores. So I think here in the UK you can get it from like Cult Beauty, I think, sell Huda Beauty, and I think Selfridges sell Huda Beauty as well. Yeah, I'm not, it's nothing new. If I didn't pick it up, it wouldn't be anything I'm missing. Another thing from Huda Beauty is the Precious Stones Obsessions collection eyeshadow palettes. So she's brought out 5 mini eyeshadow palettes, and honestly I've heard such good things about those mini eyeshadow palettes that she has, and I've always wanted to pick one up because they're about £27, and I've heard that the quality in those eyeshadow palettes is like really good. And obviously it's like a really small palette, great for travelling. They have, so there's 5 different ones. There's like a green and a blue, which I love the look of, but I probably wouldn't wear it. I like the look of the kind of pinky orangey one, and then like the orangey gold one. The purple one's beautiful, but again, will I really wear that? I'm quite boring. I know everyone complains about warm palettes and oh, just another warm palette. Obviously I don't buy every single one, but that is what the majority of people wear. So like, it's great that she's brought out like a green and a blue, and it is exciting, but it's like people complain that brands are bringing out too many warm palettes, but that seems to be what everyone's wearing. So I think it's, well, if I was a brand, that's exactly what I would do, is bring out what everyone's wearing. So yeah, I like the look of the goldy orange and then like the pinky one as well. If I was going to pick up any, I'd pick up them. They're only £25 each, so they're actually cheaper than the bigger. If I was going to get two of them, it still will work out cheaper than getting the big nude palette, and I've heard that the quality in these is really good. So I think I will be picking up one or either two of these palettes. Right, let's go back onto, okay, the next eyeshadow palette. This is gonna be like an eyeshadow palette version. Okay, the next eyeshadow palette is the Anastasia Sultry palette. So I only have two Anastasia palettes because a lot of them really just don't make sense to me. Like, they either don't make sense to me or I wouldn't actually wear it. They're pretty to look at, but how am I going to wear that to work? Like, I'm not going to wear yellow and green eyeshadow to work, so I'm quite boring. I have the Modern Renaissance palette, which I don't love, but I'm trying to fall in love with it. And then I also have the Soft Glam, which I actually really like that palette. I think the mattes are really creamy, pigmented. They can be a bit too much. If you go too heavy-handed, then obviously you'll have blending problems. So I think that the new Sultry palette would be great for me, but I'm boring and I'm basic like everybody else. I like warm eyeshadow palettes, and like everyone else, like I was reading the comments on the Trend Mood, and it was on Trend Mood, and everyone was like, the packaging doesn't really represent the inside. Like, the inside is quite boring, like cool toned shades and like one pop of one pop colour. This is what a lot of brands do. They'll do like a really boring palette and then add like a blue, or add, like, for instance with the Sultry palette, there's like a shade called Bloom. It's beautiful, but I just think, like, I don't know, like, it's the only shade that even excites me. Yeah, considering considering Anastasia palettes aren't my favourite, like, I don't love the formula, and the eyeshadows are quite expensive, I wouldn't be picking this one up. No, I just think it's so boring. Like, it's just cool tone. I feel like, especially with cool toned colours, I'd have to see this on someone who's got darker skin, because they can look a bit ashy. Like, I don't really see a transition shade that I think would work on my skin tone. Like, and I'm not using grey as a transition shade. Like, that's just not happening. So I will happily not be getting that. So the next product that I'm going to be talking about is the Fenty Beauty Killer Limited Edition Holiday Palette, and it's, so from what I can see with the Fenty Beauty palette is that it's a highlighter palette and not an eyeshadow palette, so it is a little bit bigger. Well, I hope it's going to be bigger. It looks big, like the pans look huge. So for a highlighter palette, I just think the majority of the shades would work for my darker skin tone. I think this I'd have to see in store, because they do sell this in Harvey Nicks, so I'd have to go in and have a proper look at it. But it's something that I could possibly, like, contemplate. Like I said, it's what a lot of brands do. They'll do, like, boring shades and add like a pop of blue and a pop of purple. The majority of the shades would work as like a highlighter or like a blush topper for my skin tone. Obviously I would not use the blue and the purple as highlighters, but I think you can use them as eyeshadows. Also, like, I'd have to check out the quality of the shadows, because if the blue is meant to be a highlighter, is it going to be like pigmented? Will it be like a sheen? I'd have to see that in real life, but it is something that I would consider. I really wish that she would add some mattes in her palettes. Like, her palettes just tend to be like complete shimmer palette. I know I have lots of mattes, but I just love the fact that I can go into one eyeshadow palette and get my completed look. The next products that I'm going to be talking about is from Nars. I've not bought anything from Nars in such a long time. It's one of those brands that I absolutely like, I love, but I just forget about it sometimes. But Nars, they do the most beautiful stuff. The packaging is always beautiful. It's so sleek, like modern, sophisticated. Yeah, I love Nars, but I never really buy anything. It's quite expensive, of course. So Christmas is usually a good time to get something from there. So Nars are bringing out, what is it called? They're bringing out a collection, so a holiday collection like a collection of palettes for the holiday period. So they've got like eyeshadow palettes which just don't appeal to me. They're like dark blue, silver, cool tones, and then the other one's got like a purple, a reddy, grey. It doesn't make sense to me, so I wouldn't get that. They've got like three, so they've got a highlighter palette, which, ooh, that kind of does look good. I'd have to see swatches, but that looks good. That could be something I would potentially get. And then they've got two kind of face palette with their Laguna and, you know, their bronzers, their really famous bronzers, and then probably Orgasm blush because they always throw that in. They don't appeal to me at all because Orgasm blush would not work on my skin tone. The bronzers do not work on my skin tone, so they do not appeal. I really wish that they would bring out like a really beautiful dark bronzer for dark skinned women, people, because a lot of brands kind of just miss on that. They think that because you're dark you don't need bronzer, but bronzer just warms up the skin tone, and I really wish like a high-end brand would do that. I think Bobbi Brown have one, but Nars, come on. But yeah, the thing that really like catches my eye is the Heartbreaker cheek. Is it the Heartbreaker cheek palette? Okay, is the thing that really appeals to me is the £6 face palette. It has like 3 or 4 blushes and then 2 highlighters. So obviously not every shade is gonna work for me, but I feel like the 2 blushes seem dark enough to work on my complexion. They're like I don't know what it's called, but it's like a prismatic thing. I don't know if that's even the right word. I like the look of the blushes, and then I think the highlighter would work, and then the other blush might work well as like a blush topper. I really want that. I not even like really want, I need that. The day that comes out, I will probably be going to Nars and be like, I need one, I need to buy. Yeah, definitely need it. It looks absolutely like, oh, it just beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And can we just talk about the packaging? And I know I try not to buy makeup for the packaging, but that packaging is just everything. I need that. I need something from that collection. But you know what, I'll quickly just talk about, okay, I think both of these palettes have launched already, and I am thinking about getting them, possibly both. Okay, so firstly the Too Faced Gingerbread Palette. I know some people are complaining about that, saying it's so boring, warm tones, but that is what everybody wears. So like, it doesn't make it. I'm not surprised brands are still coming up with that, because that is what everybody wears. Like, look at me, and that is what I'm wearing. Will I still wear it in a year's time? Yes, I will. Anyway, so Too Faced Gingerbread Palette is like, I will probably get that. I don't want to say 100%, but I'm 99.9% sure that I will get that palette. Between now and Christmas, I don't need to get it because obviously I have so many warm palettes, but I love Too Faced eyeshadows. I love them. And yeah, it's just, the swatches that I've seen are really good. There's like a bright pink shade in there that I think I probably will get. It's just beautiful. I will probably get that palette. And then the other one is the Urban Decay Naked Cherry palette. So I have actually seen that and I swatched it in store. They were kind of trialing it out in John Lewis, and I went, looked at it, looked beautiful. It's more like purpley, so I can justify both palettes because I feel like the Urban Decay is more like purple shades, and then the Gingerbread palette's more like orangey pinks. No, orangey reds, and the Urban Decay is like purpley pinky. Anyway, I can justify both. I don't know how, but I can in my head. I feel like they're different enough. I kind of collect Urban Decay eyeshadow palettes. Well, kind of not. I am obsessed with the Naked Heat palette. That's like one of my favourite eyeshadow palettes ever. I feel like if I like finished that, I've hit pan on like one shade. I think I'm close to hitting pan on like a few others. If I finished that palette, I would get another one because it's like my favourite ever. So I want the Naked Cherry. I feel like I have to get it more than I necessarily need it. But I don't buy eyeshadow palettes all the time. I probably buy like 3 a year. I don't buy like loads. I don't buy every single one. So yeah, I will probably be getting both of those palettes because why not? Why not. So yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed this anti-haul will I buy it video. Thank you so much for watching this video to the end if you are here. Yeah, I'll probably be uploading these maybe every week or every other week, probably every other week, but you guys know, like, these brands are coming out with so many products, and the minute you talk about something a week later, that's old news. I'll leave it there. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you guys in my next one. Bye.